I'm
I'll
like
do a
halfway
quick
through my
introduction.
story, right?
Nice. All right. I think we are live on Facebook, and we're here today with Kenna Bryan. Super excited to have her here with us to share her story about how she's lost basically, 22 pounds? About almost
Yeah.
23?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And in the last, basically 6 weeks, 7 weeks,
Yep.
or during that. So very cool. Well, welcome, Kenna. Super excited to have you here with us.
Thanks.
Give us a quick introduction on you, your life, who you are, anything you want to share.
How much time do you have? Just kidding.
Yeah, and then we'll also ask about kind of with that, share for people watching maybe your journey kind of leading up to us working together over the last few months.
Cool. So really quick, I'm Kenna. I'm originally from the Las Vegas area, but I live in Utah. I'm a consultant at a business here in Utah, and I'm also a certified life coach. So I love that. But kind of what led me to this Metabolism Reboot program was for the first time in my life, previously, I've always kind of struggled on and off with weight gain, weight loss, fluctuating like that. I've never been super skinny. And always, I've done every fad diet in the whole history of the world, probably since I was little. But I felt like in the past few years, I kind of got things more under control and felt more comfortable with who I was. But for the first time ever last year, I struggled with physical health challenges pretty severely. I had about a 7-month stint of mono that basically left me bedridden all day. I worked from my bed, and it took everything in me to get through the day. And then they found some autoimmune issues as well. And so I went to a rheumatologist, and I was pretty non-functioning for, I'd say, about 8 months. I just had no energy. I could barely do anything. And never before had I been so bedridden physically. And so it really took control of my life. It dominated everything. And I hated how I felt. I hated the trial I was going through. But more importantly, I hated the mental state that I was in, feeling stuck and feeling like a victim to these health challenges. And so I started doing some research, and that's when I found you, thank heavens. So that's kind of why I started the program.
Yeah. Okay. And in your journey kind of leading up to this, obviously someone watching this also might relate to trying every fad program, whatever it is. What was genuinely your experience with trying those things?
So, depending on the fad, but I would generally have success but in the short term, right? So I'd have success in the short term because they were pretty extreme, pretty quick extreme. And then you don't change mindset. You don't change anything else. You just lose some pounds. And then pretty quickly you go back to your old habits and you gain it right back, if not more. So that was my experience on and off.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Now tell us, I want to talk about some of the things you've experienced maybe that are different. First, just tell us, obviously you've lost 22 pounds or almost 23 now in the last 6-7 weeks. Tell us what else has happened for you in the last couple of months being on the program.
So I remember talking to you initially, and I grilled Jared, for anyone watching. I was really skeptical because of my past and because of how desperate I felt physically. I was like, I just need something to work forever and to get me out of this horrible state that I'm in right now. I think, of course, it feels good to lose some weight, and I feel like I'm excited to keep going. It feels nice to be able to fit into my old clothes again, because I wasn't fitting into anything. Being bedridden for so long, I gained a lot of weight just laying there. But I think the biggest things for me have come with my physical health as far as energy goes. Literally in the past 3 days, I'm not even lying, I've had 6 people tell me, you are glowing, you are so happy, you just look so alive. And I'm like, it's because I finally have energy again after 8-9 months of being a ghost of a person, I felt like. And I just can't wait to tell people about how this health program is not a program. It's not even a lifestyle. We talk about how it's an identity, and it's changed my identity. That's one of the hugest things. Is I was literally bedridden, and now I'm not, and I can function, and I can do activities, and I can go hiking, and I can be with people. I can cook, I can do whatever I missed doing. So energy levels, even if I get lower sleep, if I'm busy or something, I am able to function like a normal human being. It's just changed everything about my physical health. But it's also changed my mindset. I feel like this is probably a different answer, and sorry, I'm like rambling, but I feel like it's been a big part of my self-love journey as well. I coach a lot on that on the side, but I think this was a big way for myself to show myself, hey, you know, we love ourselves and we're going to get this going, and you can love yourself and you can take control. And it's just felt so good. I'm just grateful.
Yeah, good. Well, that's huge. I mean, so excited for you, Kenna. Of course, to get the energy, and it's always fun, like you said, to lose weight and your clothes fit better and you feel more confident. Those are always fun things, but to be able to get your life back and do more and be more, and that's super, super cool. And then of course, the shift in our mindset. I think so many times people have a backwards idea of self-love where it's like, oh, I'm going to show myself some self-love and like, you know,
eat a pint of ice cream.
Yeah, eat a bunch of ice cream and like destroy my body and like, you know, and just be okay with who I am being overweight. And that's not actually self-love. That's
No.
you know, self-destruction type of thing. And so I love that, you know, obviously for you. So I know you and I have talked a ton about like mindset and kind of like the change in this identity. And that for somebody watching this, we say that 90% of weight loss, well, I'll actually insert the word permanent weight loss there, because you can just stop eating and lose weight. But 90% of permanent weight loss is how you think. It's your mindset. So tell us a little bit about kind of your journey that way. Like, what are some of the aha moments you've had, or shifts, things that are different about the last few months than maybe before in your journey, or what's shifted for you now to help you go forward?
Yeah, I think a huge part is that it's not about weight loss. I think a lot of times we start programs, we research programs thinking like, how can I lose some pounds and fit into cute clothes? And for me, it got to a point of rock bottom where like, it didn't even become about weight loss anymore. It became about like functioning as a human being and overall health. And I think I love that part of this program is that it is about overall health. This is not about losing weight. This is about getting healthy. And we talk about how you're either going to spend money now or later, either like at doctors or doing other things to take control of your health, and having experienced the other of feeling truly trapped and stuck in a body that was sick. Having a mindset of overall health has helped so much, and I feel free. Like even when the scale didn't budge, I feel like before it'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm not losing weight. And it's like, I'm doing the right things to be a healthy person, and I'm loving myself in the process. That was a huge aha moment for me. Like the overall health, I think, was huge. What else has been huge? I just think like this identity shift has been huge, because before it really was always about weight loss for me, and or even a lifestyle, right? And it wasn't like a non-negotiable part of who I am to love myself, to be a healthy human being, and to live the best life I can be. And so I just truly feel free. That's the best word I can use to describe it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that's my favorite word is you have freedom. You're free to live your life and be the best version of yourself. And that's really our goal. That's what we want to create for people, is that freedom. And the only way to do that is to stop focusing on the weight loss. I know it sounds so weird. I always say that to people and they're like, wait, if I want to lose weight, I'm supposed to not focus on losing weight? I say, yes, absolutely. Yes. If you focus on losing weight, you'll always be stuck. But if you can focus on being the kind of person you want to be and becoming a healthy person in your mind and in your body, then you'll never deal with weight. You'll be free from ever dealing with weight or like feeling like you're out of control or any of those things. And of course, yeah, we all cheat. I hate the word cheat, but we all get off plan a little bit here and there. Right. But it's not really about that. It's like, okay, yeah, I didn't brush my teeth one day. So like I brush them every other day, right? Yeah, I'll just brush them tomorrow, right? So yeah, so that's huge. That is massive, super. And those are things that, again, far surpass just weight loss, right? Those are things that are sustainable. Those are the changes that need to happen. That's why we say 90% of weight loss is mindset. It's how we think. So that's awesome.
I had one more thing come to mind, at least for my situation. I think forever, I always, and I told you this at the beginning, I was like, I've ruined my metabolism. I always use the word ruined, or I had this like, my body hates me mentality of like, it doesn't work and it's against me almost. And I came from that mindset a lot in the beginning. All of my thoughts were like, you see, your body's not working for you and it's not doing what you want because it's against you. And one of the biggest mindset shifts I've realized and come to realize is that like, I trust my body now. I know that it knows what it's doing. And you always say, trust the process, not even just of the program though. I've taken it to like, me, like I trust me, I trust my body. I know that it knows. I feel like our bodies truly love us, as weird as that sounds. They want to help us. And I had this like, I was pitted against my own body for so long, and I now trust it knows what to do. So I think that's cool too.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that is, whenever we have this like conflict between like either truth and a lie that we're living inside of us, whether we believe it's a lie or not, or know it's a lie or not, it creates conflict in our lives. It creates resistance in our lives. Or whenever we have like our old self fighting our new self, it creates that conflict. And then we can't be our, as people say, our true self. We can't be the best version. And those are the types of things that keep us stuck when it comes to our weight. So that's huge. And people are like, well, it's just eat less and exercise more, isn't it? No. Like, not even close. Like, we don't even talk about that in our program. We don't even count calories. So, but it's really all about changing, believing and knowing that it's possible. So that's awesome. So very cool. Well, anything that, someone who's maybe watching this, sitting on the fence being like, well, I don't know, I talked to Jared and I've seen some stuff, or I don't know, I've been thinking about it. Like, what do you say to someone who's sitting on the fence? Like, what would be your advice to them?
Get off the fence. That's why I like want to come push you off the fence. No, for real. This has been like life-changing for me. And I had a friend. I was one of those fence sitters for a little bit. I saw her lives with you for a long time ago, whenever she did her first one. And then I saw another one. And I was at that point in my journey where I couldn't wait anymore because physically I was at such rock bottom, and it's just changed my life forever. So if you're hesitant, do it. It's the best thing you'll ever do, because it's just true freedom forever. And I can't think of anything better than that. It's true health forever. It's not just weight loss, and it's life changing. So if you want to change your life, get off the fence.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I agree, right? Indecision is a decision, right? And it's only going to keep us stuck for sure. So we have to make that choice. So, which I think is huge. And it is, our whole focus is long-term sustainable health, right? Like, we want to have longevity, want to age gracefully, we want to feel good, not just now so we can lose some weight, but we want to do that when we're 70 and 80 and 90. And if you are 70, great, like, start feeling good now. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to have joint pain. And, your situation, Kenna, where, you had some serious health things kind of leading up to this. Some people may not be there, right? Some people are like, well, I just can't lose this last 20 pounds. And that's okay. Right. Like, you don't have to have like, be kind of, stuck in your bed for a while. Like, you can just be like, I'm struggling with my weight. I just can't lose it, and that's fine. That's a starting point, right? So
yeah, I was going to say that actually. So thanks for bringing that up, is that this program is for anyone. So if you're sitting on the fence and like, I don't relate to this, I don't have health issues. My mom didn't either. She's a healthy woman. She would exercise, eat healthily, and she decided to do the program with me. And she's also lost, I think, 22 pounds in the last 6 to 7 weeks as a healthy 50 something. I'm not going to give her exact age because that would be a disservice to her, but 50 something woman who was healthy, who couldn't lose those last few pounds, and she wants to be healthy for grandchildren and for forever, right? And so this is really for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. I'll say what we'll say about your mom. She's 29 and counting, right?
Exactly.
So, if she's watching this, I'm sure she will. So which exactly, like, whether you are in your 20s, whether you're in your 50s or 60s or 70s, like, that's the beauty, is the way our bodies work is, if you give it the right conditions, you give it the right inputs, if you will, and fuel it the right way, then it'll start doing what it should and start functioning the right way. So awesome. Well, any last advice? So anybody who's starting the program as well, I always like to ask that. If somebody's just jumped into the program, who's probably going to be watching this as well, like, what are your words to them who are on like day 1 or 5 or whatever in the first beginning week?
Yeah, I have a couple that come to mind if you just started. One is that phrase, trust the process, like truly trust the process. Repeat that in your mind every time you doubt that. I remember I was so frustrated I went through a detox period. And so that can be a little bit rough. And so if you start off and it's like a little more rough than you were expecting, know that great things are coming your way. I feel like that's kind of a metaphor for life. Sometimes you have to do some hard work before like the results are seen. And so don't give up. I remember I was like frustrated with how I was feeling in detox, again, feeling like my body was against me. The pounds weren't really going down at the beginning. And I had this horrible mentality, and I was on a plane home to visit my parents. And I literally was just so fed up with how I was thinking and feeling that I wrote down affirmations in my phone the whole plane ride. Just anything and everything I could think of. And so if you're having a hard time, affirmations truly do help. I wrote down like, I trust my body knows what it's doing, trust the process, you're getting healthy. All of these things, as cheesy as that sounds, they really do work. And so mindset, and don't give up.
Yeah, cool. Couldn't said it better myself. So that's absolutely for those for those who are starting. Yeah, just trust the process. Our bodies will do what they need to do, give them the right inputs, and sometimes we got to tweak and adjust and change it and get it right for you, because everybody is different. That's this. Some people come in and they're like, they don't detox at all. And they're like, I felt great from day one. And some people, like Kenna's experience, is like, I don't feel great from day one, and this is not the funnest journey. But then you look back 6 or 7, it's maybe been 8 weeks since we started now, or 9 weeks or whatever, and you're going, this is awesome. Like I feel a lot better. So
and even a mindset shift in the detox, I remember it kind of clicked for me maybe like a couple of days in, when I was feeling pretty badly, of like, wait, how cool is this that my body is flushing toxins, and this is the result of that. And so that just a thought to try on.
Yeah, for sure. I would say it's not pleasant, but it's definitely needed. It's a good thing. So yeah, cool. Well, good. Well, thank you, Kenna, for sharing your story, being willing to be vulnerable with us and anybody watching this here that follows us at the Metabolism Reboot, and sharing your story. We're super excited for you. For your journey that has happened and that will continue to happen. Just keep getting, feeling better and better. That's the cool thing about our bodies, is if we haven't felt optimal in the way we want, or haven't looked the way we want, the longer we do it, the better we feel. And you can feel better next year more than you even do now, which is really cool. So
no, thank you. Truly, this has changed my life. So thank you. Super grateful.
You're very welcome. Well, we're excited for you. Thanks again for being here. If anybody watching this is curious about, has questions for us, feel free to comment on the video. I'm sure Kenna could probably respond, or I will respond. And if you are looking for some help in getting control of your health and losing the weight and all that, of course, just let us know, reach out to us. So again, Kenna, thanks for being here and sharing your story with us. And we'll talk to you later.
Bye. Thank you.